below, we're going to talk about the ways we're going to build a fire. Right now we got a fire pit here, and all this wood over here to the left was piled in the middle of it, and they were going to probably throw some kerosene on it or something to start the fire. We're actually at church. We're going to have a fall festival today, and it's my job to build a fire. So rather than doing it the hard way, we got all this wood around us. We've taken the pile of wood that has been gathered over time, and they had it all piled up in the middle. We're just going to pull all that out. We've already done it. And right here, I've got my kindling, and I got some fuel, small pieces of fuel piled up, and the bigger pieces are behind me somewhere. I'll get that. And what I'm going to use is in my pack here that I got for my day pack, my truck pack. I'll probably do a video on this a little bit later. But this is my fire container. This is a can of bean dip that I cleaned out. In it, I've got 3 of these candles. I light my fire stick and some lint. And with a fire bundle that we gathered some dead leaves from some bushes over there, can't see, similar to the cattails, but not quite. I'm gonna make a fire bundle out of that, and we're gonna start a fire hopefully with 1 scratch of the fire stick. So there's my dryer lint, and I've already gathered what I'm gonna use as a tinder bundle. I'm just gonna sit over here and get it nice and good. Shred it up. As you can see, this stuff right here is just really dry. Luckily, because we've had rain for the past, I don't know how long, week it seems like. So I'm gonna get me a fire bundle like that. This lint, hopefully it's enough. I'm trying to use as minimal stuff as possible to simulate a wilderness situation. Obviously we're not, we're at church. But I'm gonna try to do it the hard way, just to prove a point. I've already lost my fire starter. There we go. I love this thing right here. Zoom in on this real quick, Josh. My buddy Josh is filming for me. Thank you. This right here is brand new, and I've only struck it a couple times just to make sure it'll strike. But as you can see, it really, I love the smell of striking in the morning. I'll edit that out. Anyhow, what we're going to do is we're going to put this piece of lint right in the middle of our fire bundle. We're going to get it going. I've built me up a little place over here just so I can stick it and pile some of my smaller tinder on it, or kindling, and get all this other stuff out of the way. So here we go. Josh, you want to come around and get this? Is it good? All right. I'm going to try to do this in 1 strike, so here we go. There it goes, 1 strike. That's wetter than I thought it was. This ain't gonna work. Oh, it might work. There we go. Get 1 strike going. One strike. How about that? Now some of these limbs, even though they were covered up by that tarp over here to my left, were still kind of damp. So this, in a way, could be a wet situation. Fire hurts. Some of them are damp, some of them are not. And the idea here is to try to get this going good enough so it's a sustainable fire. I may have put too many twigs on there. Time will tell. Maybe not. Look at that. good bit of coals going before we put the bigger pieces on there. And what I can do now is start taking some of these bigger pieces and just straightening them around the fire a little bit to dry them out should they be a little wet. I'm going to pile some of these up here to kind of create a little wind break, because the wind looks like it's coming from my right over there. The wind to get it too good. How's that looking, Josh?
It's looking good and warm.
Now, I'm not going to consider this a sustainable fire just yet. Even though it is hot, some of these bigger pieces haven't caught yet. So I'm just going to pile some of these around to start letting them dry out a little bit. Oh, let's get close to my leg. That bark will really catch when it dries out a little bit. Now the wind's not killing it so much, and that should work nicely. We'll come back in a few minutes and take a look at it. Right now, we're just going to let that sit there and smolder for a while, and we'll come back to you in just a minute. Again, I'm just going to let it sit there. Ain't no sense in filming all this, but one strike with the Light My Fire and a small piece of lint about that big. So we're going to tend to this a little bit, come back in about 20 minutes, and we'll see you then.